Hi honeybees, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Chlo back at it again with another YouTube video. So obviously you can see this is very informal. I'm not about to be on here long because one, my lace is lifting and I got my rollers in, so I gotta hurry up, try to make this into a glueless wig. But this is just a rant. Like, I just feel like I had to come on here after like going out with my friend or whatever. Like, we just had really good conversations at dinner, so I want to continue that. I want to motivate you guys, so let's give it a try. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into the video. It's 11:28 at night and I had to come on here before I took my makeup off and just talk to y'all. If y'all see my lace lifting, mind your business, okay, period. I wanted to come on here and like really inspire somebody to like do something different with their life, because I feel like I am very I'm gonna say like past tense, I was very stagnant at one point, that I felt like I couldn't really get out the dark tunnel or whatever, and like I found different ways to cope, but they weren't the healthiest like tactics and stuff. And I don't know, like a week ago, like I was really just sitting and working. I'm just like, Chloe, you cannot be like this no more, right? And I'm like, you are way too cute to me, like not really caring about like your appearance like on weekdays, you know what I'm saying? Like, you should always dress your best, because when you look good, you feel good, right? And I just been really struggling with that, but it's like I have to do something about it. So like I just really said, like, you really just gotta tunnel vision, like focus on like what you really want in life. And I watched this sermon on Saturday, and she basically just talked about how like we are blinded by want. So if you know what I'm talking about, you know I love Sarah Jakes Roberts, so you should really check it out. It's Sarah Jakes Roberts, Blinded by Want. You could just type that into the YouTube search bar. And basically she was just saying that like we want the end goal, but like, you know, basically like this is how I interpreted it. Like, we want the end goal and we see that picture clear or whatever, but we don't want to take the steps like to get there. And those are the unwanted things that we want. So we don't want to like basically come out of college and be broke. Like, we just want to come out of college and be CEOs of a company, like literally, and be rolling in dough. But that's just not like everybody's pathway. Like, it happens like that for some people, and like, you know, kudos for them. But like, when I really started thinking about it, it's like it's beauty in like the struggle, because like when you really get to that point, you're really gonna be like, wow, like I really came a long way. And like, we all are like, we live in an instant gratification like society and generation, and like we just want all these things like right now. And I'm definitely there with you guys. Like, if you see my lash like coming up, mind your business again. I'm really giving y'all some gems right now. I just feel like we as people like really want everything right now. And it's like, people keep telling me like, dude, you're only 22, like, but it's like my 22 goals is like really to be set in life by 25. And I understand that it doesn't really happen like that. It may happen for me. I don't really know what God has for me, but I gotta figure it out, you guys. So I feel like the only thing that really will like help you get there is that you just take baby steps on like little things. Like, I literally have been to the gym every single day since Friday, and like, you may not think that is like big, but that's super big for me, because like I really have a hard time at being consistent with stuff. Like, I'm so excited at something like I come up with and I'm like working on it, but it's like my excitement just dies out, whatever. And one of my friends said something to me that was just like literally like, now it's like my motto. Like, I always say that like motivation gets you nowhere. Like, that is like, you can be motivated for literally an hour and like then that's it. Like, you just have to really shift your mindset on really seeing the bigger picture. But like, Chloe, you really gotta dig deep. You really gotta like go through these minor steps that are annoying, but like it's going to be all worth it at the end. And like, I just been thinking about like my purpose in life and like what God really wants for me. And it's like everybody keeps like basically like sprinkling on like my main dish and like what I'm supposed to be doing. And like, people just say little things to me like, I love watching your videos, I love hearing you talk, like your voice is like very soothing, like you always give like great advice, you should really do this or whatever. And it's like, I really don't give myself enough grace, and I don't give myself enough credit for like who I am, or like who God created me to be. And like, I feel like I used to be like, oh, like something's like wrong with me, because like I'm very like passionate, I'm very like outspoken, I could be a lot at times, right? But I like that about myself, because the right people are going to stick around, the right people are going to know how to love me, the right people are going to know how to, you know, not deal with me, but deal with me, right? And that's what I like about myself, that I'm an acquired taste. So like, if you're ever like me, that you're just very outspoken, you're very yourself, and like people may take that as like she's too much, but like you're just passionate about what you love, what you believe in. And yes, I really just want to come on here and just inspire somebody to like stop being motivated, right? Stop being motivated to do this. Like, oh, I don't have motivation to do it. It's never going to come, right? You're only going to be motivated for such a short period of time. It's like you have to shift your mindset. Like you're inspired by yourself. Like you really like, Chloe, like I'm very proud of what you're doing with your life. With like you really are in a different headspace. And it really took a conversation that I had with one of my supervisors, and like she just basically poured into me. And that's what it's all about. Like I love pouring into other people, but you have to have somebody that pours into you, or your cup is just going to run like dry, right? Like I can't really give to you guys unless somebody is pouring into me, believing in me like I believe in y'all. So yeah, so like it's really all about like being consistent, and like I have to be consistent, and like there's nobody in my way but me. Like if I don't do it, who's gonna do it? And I feel like my whole thing was basically like I have to like I want it handed to me, you know what I'm saying? Like I just want it to come. Like why do I have to work for it? But it's like it's really beauty in working for something, because once you work so hard for something, it's like dang, like I really did it, like after all the trials and tribulations and obstacles you went through. And yeah, like I tweeted something the other day that I basically said like it really sucks like when you're really working so hard towards something, but it really feel like you hardly working, but you really is grinding. And it's just like it really feel like you hardly working because it's not like coming to fruition as on the time limit that you want it to happen, right? And I keep telling myself like God is going to give me what I need when I need it, right? Like my biggest goal this year is to move out or whatever. I still live with my parents or whatever. Like I haven't really been a year out of college, so it's kind of like cool, but at the same time it's like that wasn't like where I foresaw myself. Like, is that a word? Where I saw myself after graduating college. And I'm kind of like in this whole like realm of like, what do I really do in my life? Like, what is my purpose? What does God want me to do? Where am I going to really enjoy being at work at, right? And it's like we have these goals of like, oh, we're gonna be an entrepreneur because we don't want to work for somebody. But I learned that's really not what it's about though. Like it's really not just wanting to learn, like work for yourself. It's discipline. It's not easy being an entrepreneur. You really have to have a mindset that you like a strong mindset, I should say. And have so much faith. It's not easy building a business from ground up by yourself. It's really not. And I feel like a lot of people want to be entrepreneurs because like I don't have to work for somebody, and it's like I can make all this money, but like that's not everybody's story, because if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, it's never going to come into fruition. And that's where I kind of have to stop myself, like stop doing, like I do want to do a get rich quick scheme, but like it's really right there, like am I even going to really continue on with this down the line? And I feel like my biggest thing right now is like I want to have a legacy. I want to leave a legacy on this earth of what gifts that God gave me, like and it's like I don't even see myself the way people see me, and it really like sucks. And that's like a lot of things that I have to work on for myself. Like when you're a perfectionist, you really are hard on yourself. Like you don't really see like all of your accomplishments and acknowledge them. It's like, okay, what's next? That's not enough. Like you gotta be better, you gotta be better. And it's like, just take a time to breathe and be like, congratulate yourself. Like today, like I'm technically wasn't supposed to have ice cream, but it's like, Chloe, like you've been consistent, you're going to be consistent, and it doesn't matter if you're going to have some ice cream, you know what I'm saying? You have a different mindset than you did like, you know, a couple weeks ago. I can't talk. And I really hope that I stay in this momentum. I hope that I stay consistent. And if I do fall off, like, you know, guys, like boost me up. Like where you been at? And yeah. And then I've been thinking about like everything I want to do, because my passion is talking to women, like young women, about trials and tribulations, heartbreaks, like going through betrayals, like because I've been there. I know what that feels like. I know how that can really trigger somebody to go into a deep depression. Like I really feel people like that, you know what I'm saying? Like when your heart is so big, but you just don't get the right people to handle you the proper way, right? And I just kind of got so tired of like being in that situation that now I understand what I want, what I don't want. And it's all about a process, and each stage really matters because it allows you to tell your story and to help other people. That's literally my biggest thing. Like if I tell my story, I know it's going to at least help one person, and that's all that matters. So yeah. And it's just like I just really wonder, like as I look back on these videos as I get older, like where am I really gonna be in life? I'm gonna look back like 5 years from now, like wow, like I had dreams and I really accomplished them. So I gotta figure it out, y'all. I gotta figure out what I'm supposed to do, or how I'm supposed to do it, because I know what I'm supposed to do in life. I know I'm supposed to help people. I'm supposed to, you know, be that guide and resource that I needed for myself. Like I literally want to get paid to talk. Like I'm really good at that. Like in an intimate situation, like I'm really better at writing than I am talking or speaking, because I'm kind of all over the place, but that's just who I am, and that's the beauty in me. And people really listen to me, and like when I talk, like people actually listen and take what I have to say into consideration and put it like in motion in their lives. And like another thing is like I'm really trying to take my own advice. Like it's very hard as anybody, it doesn't matter if you're a counselor, a psychiatrist, or anything like that. It's hard to take your own advice, but it's so easy to comment on the next person's life, and it's like, or what you would do, and it's just crazy to me. It really is. So I gotta get that together, but I really want to take on a rebrand of my blog or whatever, but I don't want to do a blog anymore. And I'm sorry to you guys. I really want me to like come back, but I think it's time for me to level up and do something very different where people can really like where I can actually meet people. Like I want to interact with you guys. Like I want to be able to like see you in person and tell you like it's going to be okay. Like if you do this, I promise you we're gonna get through it together, because I'm just like you. Like you have to be relatable to people, you know what I'm saying? Like I want people to know that you are not alone in anything, or even if I'm not going through it, I feel you, like I see you. So yeah, this is just a rant about like me and like where I'm going through, because I know you guys always be like, probably like, why she always go ghost or whatever, but it was because I didn't think I was good enough, or my videos was really like taking a hit, or like, or I'm not motivated enough to get up and do something. Like you got to work with what you work with, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna be like the most aesthetically pleasing person because I don't live a really aesthetically pleasing life. Is that where I'm trying to get? Absolutely, but it takes time to get there. It takes steps, and we all go through trials and tribulations, and everybody's story is different. It may take me 10 years, and it may take the next person too. Does that suck? Yes, but God created your life the way it is for a reason. You go through things for a reason. You meet different people for a reason. Even though they may mess up your life, you feel like they ruin your life, like you really feel like your heart is breaking. But people is in your life for a reason, because that's going to make you go to the next level, enter the next dimension. So yeah, I know I talk fast, but I be having to get stuff off my chest, y'all. Like I just really do. So I don't know what this video is going to be called, because it's like so many different topics, but like yeah. And I also feel like we go through this whole like, we're going through this whole aesthetic of like becoming that girl, and like this is very heavily on being like aesthetically pleasing or a material girl, you know what I'm saying? Like we all want to be material girls. We all want to be city girls, you know what I'm saying? We all want to do like the same like aesthetic, you know what I'm saying? We want to live those lives that we were just on the beach living like life with our friends and just living carefree. But it takes a lot of time to get there, you know what I'm saying? Like Jada was viral in high school with her flat irons and her wearing Jordans and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, she probably didn't even imagine the type of influence that she was going to have today at the age she is, you know what I'm saying? And I don't care if you would ever say like, oh, Lil Baby boosted her career. Even if he did, sis still elevated regardless. Like Des Dior, like her best friend got, you know, benefit from being her best friend and like stacking the empire that she's creating her own self. Even though, you know, I'm not gonna say nothing, but y'all know what I'm saying. She, you know, she's cute. She dressed cute. And stuff like that. But yeah, it just take time, y'all. Like I know we all trying to get to the same place. I know we all trying to, you know, be that girl or whatever, but like you have to become your own girl, your own version of what that girl means. Because if you live in somebody else's world, like you'll never be able to, you know, fully understand you or like really get to know you, because we're trying to live underneath the society standard, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't, becoming that girl doesn't have to be materialistic where I have Chanel bags, I live in a high rise apartment, and I drive a Benz or whatever. Like becoming that girl could be that you eat healthy, you work out every day, you stay in tune with yourself, you stay in tune with God. That is like becoming that girl. Like, because at that point, like nobody can stop you or like discourage you from doing anything, because you know where you're going and you know that God is gonna get you there. So yeah, but I'm gonna end it here because, you know, we've been talking for a minute now, and let me know if you really want more of these type of rant videos. But yeah, y'all, comment down below, interact with me. What do y'all want to see from me? Like, I'm trying to be consistent. Give me video ideas. everything. But I'm definitely going to talk more about becoming that girl in a different video. I'm just focusing definitely on that. And watch out, or be on the lookout for my Q&A and some questions that people have been asking me frequently, right? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take my makeup off and try to glue my wig back down. I'm really too transparent with y'all, but this is real life. This is what real girls look like. Everybody's not cute all the time, but make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Bye.